Hey guys, welcome to another round of commentary that nobody asked for. Trying to think, I think the last time I did this, I think since the last time I've done this, I have just been on a quest spurge. So yeah, I'm sorry, I got distracted by the toads. I just want to say that before we get started, I'll start with a little story. So I'm up late, really late, and I hear like a little noise in my room, and I'm like, oh, it's probably just our friendly ghost that lives in our house. And then I check my text messages, and I got a text from my grandma. She said there was a frog in the house. She said I read it like 20 minutes after she sent it. And as far as I know, I'm the only one that was kind of told that there was a frog in the house. And I somehow summoned it, and it ended up jumping on my bed. Yeah. In the end, I ended up getting my sister, who's like a reptile and amphibian expert, and she safely rescued the frog. I didn't really trust myself to do that, because I have accidentally killed lizards in the past, catching them. I live in Florida, by the way. This thing happens a lot. It's usually lizards, but I can't think of a time we've had a frog running around the house. Lizards, they're in and out all the time. And I feel, even though I don't have a perfect track record, I just feel better saving them than saving a frog. And plus the frog could have jumped at my face. I'm just, no number of Crocodile Hunter episodes make me a professional in catching reptiles and amphibians. I do have a pet turtle though, and I kind of blame him because I guess he's just been inviting friends over and without permission, and just allows them to wander around the house. So there's that. Alright, so now that tangent's out of the way, this exploration video is exploring the Forbidden Forest, as you might have seen. I will also be exploring the northern bog. So this is definitely a quicker round of exploration. Yes, we have hippogriffs now. We have the flying mount. I'll talk about that later. So let's go back. Let me see. So since the last exploration video, we completed the Demiguise quest officially. Even when you find all of the Demiguise statues and you get the 3rd level block of Alohomora, or Alahamora, however you want to say it, it takes a while for you to get that final interaction to complete the Man Behind the Moons quest.
There we go.
So I ended up doing that. I don't think I made a separate video for it, but I know that I filmed it after the exploration video. But whether or not I filmed it or not,
should warn you,
or made it into a video, I know I filmed it, but I don't think I made it a separate video.
About to wish you
the thing that I did pretty much immediately after that exploration video, we did the elf, the knapsack, and a loon.
No need to race now, my friend.
I got my first handful of beasts. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Catch Them Part 1 is up. I found Puffskeins, Nifflers, Jobberknolls, and Mooncalves, which I'm really excited about. Mooncalves are like top 3 magical creatures easily. I actually have a pop figure of one that I think came out with somewhere to find them. I love my Mooncalves. My Mooncalves end up being moved later. I think my Jobberknolls also end up being moved later as well. But my Puffskeins and Nifflers, they are home in the vivarium. That is their forever home. Yeah, so check out that video. I feel like the Fantastic Beasts here, I think they could be considered a little useless if you are in story mode or easy mode, maybe even normal mode. It just depends on how good you are at the game. The purpose of beasts is
you've hurt many of
you
my
take care of
friends,
them,
and now you'll
but you also get their materials. You can upgrade clothing, and that's a nice feature. However, when you're at a higher level, you're really familiar with the combat system, sometimes you're just too strong to need these these gear upgrades. I feel like maybe if you're playing hard mode, they definitely become useful. Yeah, but if the gear upgrades don't really help you that much, the magical beasts are just there to be cute. And honestly, I'm fine with that. I like looking at them and watching them exist in this virtual world. All I need them is to be cute. I don't care about the materials that get off of them. I think their designs are really nice. I think the breeding system, which comes in later, but the breeding system, you get baby animals, and that's really cute. I don't care if they grow up either. Some people are upset about that. Like, there are definitely flaws with the magical beast system, but I really don't care about the flaws with the magical beasts because I got what I wanted from them. You might not agree, but that's just me. I am perfectly happy with how magical beasts work in this game. Maybe if they make, everyone says they're making a sequel. If that actually is the case, and they do something different with the Fantastic Beasts, maybe it's just a whole other system together, more beasts that are able to be taken or saved, fostered, whatever. Maybe there's a different system with breeding, with materials. I don't know. I'll be happy for any upgrades in a sequel, but as a little Hufflepuff, I am happy with things the way things are. I also recommend if you
A castle. Must have
One of
been.
your
have the
little sod
toy,
that saved
there's
Treadwell.
the toy box.
You'll have to fight eventually.
Just letting you know, every ball that comes out of that little toy box has a different reaction to each piece, which is really cool. I haven't fully explored it, but the Mooncalves go crazy with the meat ball, the Nifflers go crazy over the old ball, and if you haven't seen those interactions, I highly recommend you getting that toy box from that one guy in Hogsmeade and put the toy box in all of your aquariums and just see. I'm not going to say experiment because the description of every ball tells you which ones enjoy playing with what ball. So, it was just, you know, if you want some adorable little fun for like 60 seconds, I definitely recommend it. It is really cute. So after Fantastic Beasts, you go to Astronomy class, which is where you are introduced, finally, to the astronomy tables. You're also introduced to your classmate Amit, and you guys go on a little adventure to the Hogwarts ramparts, and you are introduced to the minigame that is the astronomy tables. I will not go into detail with the astronomy tables right now because I get back to them at a later date. Honestly, most of the last videos were just a bunch of side quests. I really prefer doing a lot of exploration at the beginning of the game. It really helps when you have, if you do Merlin trial, enough Merlin trials at the beginning,
Everything's all right.
you have enough slots in your inventory, you can just explore, get more gear and stuff, and not worry about inventory. The demiguise statues, unlock all of those. You don't have to worry about running into a lock you can't pick. You can't Alohomora. Like, it just getting rid of those little things at the beginning is great because of moments like these. Once I got all of that and out of the way, I was able to just go quest. And it was fun. Yeah. Let me think. I did Merlin trials, demiguise statues. I think I did all ancient magic hotspots. I got all of those things out of the way, and now I'm here. I'm in the game now. Bam, 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 bam. I did Kidnapped Cabbage, Troll Control, the talking well thing, that one quest that introduces you to the arenas, which I am not doing until later. There were a couple of Hogsmeade quests that I completed. Hogwarts quests I completed. I did do that one for Serona, which I want to shout out again. I want to shout out because I don't know what I was looking up, but people were complaining that, like, there are people that hate Serona's voice, and there are some people that are under the impression that Serona is voice acted by a man, which, no. Serona's voice actor is trans, just like the character, and I just want to put that out there because it was really upsetting, and people are trying to make mods to fix Serona's voice, which is very offensive. Yeah, that's so ridiculous. Yeah, it frustrates me because I feel like most of my experiences, like, I don't know about you, but the Wizarding World fan base is mostly very accepting, and I don't want to get into it. I really don't want to get into it because if I say something wrong, people are going to attack me and cancel me because people are so sensitive about the topic when it comes to the trans community and J.K. Rowling and Harry Potter. Like, it is such a sensitive topic, and I really don't want to get into it because it'll just, I feel like anything I say will cause arguments, even if it's not like, even if my comments are morally sound. Like, someone out there will disagree with what I'm saying. And I don't want to deal with that. So I'm gonna end it there by saying I am against any form of discrimination at all. Discrimination towards any race, religion, gender, anything. It is so useless to spend your time hating a specific person because they are a certain type of way. As someone who
long enough to
is
regret it.
lesbian, I am lesbian. I go back and forth between lesbian and bisexual, but as someone that has kind of dealt with discrimination on a minor scale because of some toxic family members, it's just not fair, and all it does is upset people from both sides, so why waste the energy to share your opinion and yell at someone? I mean, you get angry for someone for being a certain way. What does that do? That's not going to change them. They are who they are. We are who we are. Every single person deserves to live how they want to live, be who they want to be, do what they want to do. That goes for you, that goes for me, that goes for everybody. And it's not fair when people try and put on their Karen boots and try and put an end to that. Like, at the end of the day, how are they affecting you personally?
Betting on the dragon fights was the
Like, homophobes. Like, the gay people are just living their lives. They're not trying to make you gay. Stop being angry at them. Like, oh my god. There are some stupid people out there on the internet. That's why I play video games like this, because I play Hogwarts Legacy, I get to ride on my little hippogriff, and I get to fly around and kill poachers and collect magical beasts and say that I'm rescuing them when I'm just using them for their materials and my own pleasure. It's a nice escapism from the real world, and
Slow down now. There we go.
one of the... Speaking of magical beasts, I feel like that's the theme of this exploration video. I do the Tale of Rowan Oaks, which is a cool quest because it takes us to the ruins where Hagrid's motorbike adventure ride takes place. If you have ever been to Universal Studios, the motorbike ride, Hagrid's motorbike ride, is the coolest roller coaster I've been on. And I've been on a lot. It's very inventive and fun. My best friend and I went there last year. We did a whole Wizarding World day. We did nothing but Wizarding World. We were there with our Hogwarts robes, and we had butterbeer 3 times. We had Florine Fortis, ice cream. We did Gringotts twice. We did the Hogwarts Forbidden Journey ride like 3 times. I cried, we took pictures. It was great. And we stood in line for the Hagrid's motorbike ride, I think for 90 minutes, which for that ride is really short. a 90-minute wait with perfect weather. It was amazing, an amazing experience.
Revelio.
And in the line that you stand in, waiting to go in the queue, there you finally get to like the main structure, and there's like this stone display of like a merperson, and you can see that in Hogwarts Legacy. I'm sure I don't waste any opportunity to show it off. I know I went there when I explored the North Hogwarts area, and I'm pretty sure I take a moment to pause in front of it during that quest. But yeah, it's so cool. Like, I remember when they announced that the Hagrid ride was canon, and then they announced that it was going to be in the game. That blew my mind. Like, it was those kind of announcements that really excited me for this game. Like, the developers really went all out. They took advantage of all of the resources, the books, the movies, the theme parks, everything. And I really love the developers for what they did with this game. I know it's not perfect, but I love this game. I say that unapologetically. I love this game. I put so many hours into it, and I enjoy it for what it is. And if the sequel comes out and it's like new and improved, I will enjoy it just as much, if not more. Another side quest I did was the Cursed Tomb Treasure, which I just want to give a little personal shout out because it takes place in the manor of Manor Cape. And I don't know what it is about that area, but it's one of my favorite spots in the game. It is one of my, outside of Hogwarts and Hogwarts, it is one of my favorite locations in the entire game, and I don't know why. Like, I think it's just the abandoned aspect of it. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it just look at it. I feel like it has such a story to it as well. And I think the quest itself kind of dips its toes into that story. But aside from the quest and any notes you find, just looking at the structure and looking at the maze and everything, just the place itself, I feel like tells a story, like many abandoned buildings around the world do. And I have a soft spot for places like this, and Hogwarts Legacy really hit it out of the park with the manor. It's really awesome. And I love
no need to race now,
go into the creepy basement and fight a lot of inheritors. I think you fight in theory with a top hat, which is even better. It's so fun. It's such a good spot. Trolls are really good when you're learning how to master the combat system here. Because trolls force you not only dodge, but you can also kind of learn how to protego correctly, I guess. So not just protego, but also like counterattack. I don't know, I feel like fighting trolls really helped me improve my overall fighting skill in this game. Which, I really do love the combat of this. I don't know if you guys have played Kingdom Hearts. I love Kingdom Hearts, it's my favorite game series. The combat kinda... I'm not saying it's similar because it's really not. But the spell menus here are very similar to how they work in Kingdom Hearts. So I remember when they showed off gameplay for the first time, I compared it to Kingdom Hearts, and I feel like that kind of made it easier to understand how it works. It's not unique by any means, of course, but it just reminded me of Kingdom Hearts. And now you have to hold down a button to use the spell, like just how you use it as well. Very similar. Could really go for some Kingdom Hearts about now. I feel like we haven't had anything. I mean, I obsessively played Melody of Memory, but that's the last. that has been my last course of Kingdom Hearts content in like a year and a half or a year. When did I last play it? Last year, I think, because Hogwarts Legacy came out early this year, and yeah, could really go for some new Kingdom Hearts content. It's been a very long time. Just saying. And ever since, they have released so many movies where I'm watching the movies and I'm like, can we please put that in Kingdom Hearts? Like, a lot of people did not like Strange World, but you know what? I watched that movie, it was okay. But I looked around as they explored in the movie and I was like, this needs to be in Kingdom Hearts. I don't care about the story people think the story is. I need this in Kingdom Hearts right now. I need this in Kingdom Hearts right now, please, thank you. I think Elementals would be a fun world in Kingdom Hearts. Onward. They still haven't done Zootopia. I can't believe Kingdom Hearts 3 is almost 5 years old. That doesn't seem real to me. I kind of wish they did. I kind of wish they did Deadman's Cup in my series so that we could still have that World's End to look forward to, but I really love the Pirates of the Caribbean world, and I think that World's End is somewhere well. Love it. And Davy Jones' Box Party. see Jack Sparrow as well. It's a massive world. Like the treasure you can find there. That's unheard of.
Revelio.
Speaking of Johnny Depp, I was really hoping we would see a young Albus Dumbledore in this game. That would have been so cool. I feel like out of all of my hopes and dreams for this game, that was like the one thing that I didn't get. And I'm kind of sad. You know that little crevice in the earth there, where the spider layer is? You think that's where Aragog eventually ends up living? I think it is. I didn't think of it. Took me a long time for me to dwell on this idea, but I feel like this is where Aragog ends up going. I mean, this is a large layer. I feel like it's only natural for us to believe that this is where he ends up going. I know there's another spider layer, but there's something about this one. Just the path of it. There's like a quest here. I feel like there's a quest here as well, right? But, yeah. I think this is Aragog's wicked way. I feel like I've brought up Hagrid a lot, kind of. Speaking of Hagrid, hippogriffs, am I right? So, yeah, going back to the quests. The High Keep. Yes, I did do the whole knight in shining armor appearance for that. It just only seemed right. And when else am I gonna use that? That's such a very specific appearance, and like, I just don't see myself using it that much. You know, when in Rome. But yeah, that's a cool quest. I think Natty's quests are kind of fun. And I also think it's crazy how it ends up. Like, the end of it is so cool. Like, there are moments in this game that even I was surprised I enjoyed. Like, when you get to the High Keep, you get to the top and you get to High Wing, and you and the hippogriffs and Natty, you guys escape. That's a pretty cool little sequence. That one dude tries to kill you with a Vada Kedavra. That's like, whoa, you know, that's really shocking. And then you escape and you fly on these hippogriffs, and the music is beautiful. It's your first time on an animal mount like this. So I sure hope you know how to ride your broom, because this moment will be very magical if you understand how to fly at this point. But you go back to, like, the High Keep. It is in a very convenient location because it is right by the train tracks, and the setup is just so perfect that you're on your hippogriffs and you're flying by the train tracks, and here comes the Hogwarts Express, and there you are, flying over it. Like, I don't know who thought of all of that, but the layout, where they put the castle in terms of Hogwarts, and the train tracks, like, that was very... I feel like that was intentional, and it served its purpose. Because it made for an amazing moment. Flying over the Hogwarts Express, and then going over the lake, trying to replicate that scene from Prisoner of Azkaban. Like, the music, have I talked about the music? It is so good. It is one of the moments of the game that really, like, the first time watching it, it made me really emotional. Like, that was... Thank you, developers. It was a good moment. And then after that, animal mounts are unlocked. Yes, I did get the deluxe version, so I do have the Thestral and the black hippogriff with the blue eyes. No regrets at all. For Runel, though, I think I kept with Highwing. I felt like for the purpose of Runel Wazlib's playthrough, I felt like keeping Highwing as my main hippogriff mount. I thought that was the right choice. And I know brooms are faster, but sometimes you just want to go for the aesthetic. And honestly, I see myself riding the hippogriffs more than the grabhorns anyways, so, you know. Like, both animal mounts are really cool. And I feel like everyone prefers the brooms over the animals, but you know what, it's still something fun to do. They play different music when you're on them, and it's just an aesthetic. It's just an aesthetic, and I'm fine with that. Like I said, I am perfectly fine with how the magical beasts are in this game, and that includes the mounts. People will say otherwise, but I am simple. I don't ask for much. So one of the final quests that I did before exploring the Forbidden Forest and the North Bog, I did Plight of the House Elf, which is a good quest to do. I believe it unlocks the coastal vivarium. And you know what that means. There's another Fantastic Beasts and Where to Catch Them video coming up. Sometime within the next week, you will see me catching hippogriffs, giant toads, and deer balls. So look forward to that. It's kind of interesting because, like, the first vivarium you get is not, I feel like, wouldn't be anyone's favorite vivarium, because the other three are just so nice. Like, I love the coastal vivarium. The music, I find it emo a little bit. And I don't know which the beast spent more time on both beaches. Like, there's like that stone arch, the natural stone wall. They only hang out on the beach that is right there in the center. They never really hang out on the other side. At least, I don't think I'm really there enough to see what they do. But the vivarium is so much bigger, guys. You don't have to... Maybe if I put their food over there. I'll try that next time. I'll put their food over there. Next time I get the coastal vivarium and see.
Revelio.
Not that their AI is really the best when it comes to the auto feeder. Sometimes the beasts will just either stand by me or just not go for the food. I don't want to hand feed them. Just because I don't want to take the extra 2 seconds to switch out the spell. But Yeah, I don't... Whatever, man.
Leviosa.
I hate Doug Bogs. They're my least favorite enemy in the game.
Leviosa.
Like, there's not a lot that works on them. Saying that, you'd think I'd really hate fighting trolls, but I don't. Trolls are the same way, nothing works on them. I don't know. I mean, that's cool though. I think it's cool that you can do that. I don't know, I hate Doug Bogs.
Take her. Stupid.
I also feel like it's the environments they're in. It's not my favorite terrain. So sometimes it does get awkward when you're fighting them. Here is another arena that I unlock and do later. I think by this point, all the arenas are unlocked. I think. But I don't do them until like endgame. Which is not a bad idea if you're playing for the first time. Or it's really, actually, it might help you learn combat. So maybe doing it earlier is not a bad idea. But also, it's kind of fun to kind of go into these arenas as like fully powered up, level 35. You're an absolute monster, serial killer, ready to go. I just like feeling cool, so I will wait till later to do the arenas. Definitely a topic of conversation later. So I'm gonna go ahead and head out. I'll come back to you towards the end. I have officially made it through North Fog. Please enjoy my exploration, and I will catch up with you guys in a second.
Ravenia.
You're gonna regret coming here. Shall endure. I will not become Incendio! You're useless! Bored! I'm bored out here! Everyone gets lucky now and then. Incendio!
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Flipendo. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Flipendo. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. 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 Closer. Here. Wingardium Leviosa. Highwing! Go! Let's go! Come on, Highwing! Faster, Highwing! more.
Little moon calf, far from home. You just suffer, eh? No! Stop it!
Rebellion. Rebellion. Rebellion.
Best thing in the world.
Anyone looking for troubles found it in me.
Rebellion. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. 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 You can't imagine how inconvenient travel. Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Oh, here we are at the Dug Bogs again. I'm back, guys. What's up? We've got about 15 minutes left of this exploration. That's a, what happened there with Protego, that's something you can do with a talent point, right? I honestly like how the talent points are done in this game. I feel like some people, a lot of people complain that you don't get enough points to get all of the talents, but like, for someone that doesn't want all of the talents, I don't really care. So, honestly, after like, when you're level 30 something, or at least when I was level 30 something, like, I start struggling to pick which one I want, you know? Because I feel like at a certain point, you get all the talents that you really want. I get to a point where I just pick something random. I will say, I slept on Revelio Mastery at first, until I realized how useful that is. That's a really good talent to get like very early in the game. I think when you unlock talents, I think getting the, like, go ahead and get the spell slot upgrades out of the way. You only have to do that 3 times. And then Revelio Mastery is a good one after that. I would say about half of, most of the first tier basic talents are really good. I also slept on, what is it, the Gun Guys one, where you can run while in stealth mode. I'm not really in stealth mode that much, but when I want to be, it's really, I feel like being able to run while under disillusionment, I think makes stealth mode a bit more appealing to me personally. I say that with my really cool Assassin's Creed cloak over here. This is one of my favorite cloaks in the game because it's straight up Assassin's Creed, right? And I've definitely played Assassin's Creed. I love Assassin's Creed. I got Black Flag for the Switch. Does that sound abysmal to you? Sorry. This is a cool outfit. Where did I get this? Is this from Herodonia's Depulso room? I mean, kinda lame being a Depulso expert. Like, what are you gonna do with that? but dang, she had good taste in clothes.
Alohomora.
I mean, look at this thing. And I really don't like a lot of the capes in the game. I prefer the cloaks. But this cape, dang. It's so good. Oh man, okay.
Revelio.
Pro tip, if you are exploring diligently for a set period of time, go ahead and be a wuss and change the difficulty to story mode. When you're in story mode, you can automatically solve the Alohomora puzzles and automatically catch fantastic beasts. I think for the purposes of Runal Wazlib's guides, I did not use story mode to catch fantastic beasts, but I have since, definitely. My animals are being taken in story mode.
Revelio.
I am literally a character from Assassin's Creed in this outfit. Like, the mask and everything. This is so cool. And I really enjoy putting Runal in really weird outfits. I mean, Runal should be wearing the nude eye goggles at all times, but man, you know, sometimes I just have to get it and put Runal in something nice.
Revelio.
You know, I'm always constantly collecting moonstone so that I always have enough when I want to do whatever I want in the room of requirement. There is an item, a conjuration, whatever. You can have in your room of requirement, you can have like a table that's just an infinite source of moonstone. I do not use it because I have such a device, and there's plenty around the world to
How embarrassing!
find. But that is also an option. In terms of infinite source items you can put in your room of requirement, the hopping pots are what I use the most.
Real quick! Expulsor!
Have you ever seen just wasting Wiggenweld potions? It's because I want to make sure that I have space for Wiggenweld potions for when I go to my hopping pots, just in case the pots are making Wiggenweld potions, because they are so easy to find. I don't know if it's like, I need to play hard mode a bit more to see if it's just, like maybe it's the difficulty setting. Honestly, I'm at the point in my skill, like I feel like I can play all of my Hogwarts Legacy saves on hard mode. Like, I'm a big chicken, I'm a baby, you know, I like easy, because I'm not really that good at gaming. I love video games, but I kind of suck. Like, you're not gonna see me playing Dark Souls or anything like that. So, when you're kind of down, like you're missing a collection chest or two, if you cleared all the bandit camps and got the collectible chests there, I think your next best bet would be one of the, what do you call them, I guess, dungeons or whatever? Because they don't just, from what I've noticed, they don't really put collection chests in random places. Maybe in Hogwarts Castle that's the case, but when you're out in the world, it seems like the collection chests are generally very easy to find. So if you cleared all the camps and you're still looking, yeah.
Highwing! Go!
Those dungeons are the first place I'd look.
I'm sure it'd be harder to kill a moon cub.
Slow down now.
They're also really easy to find in the trials.
No need to race now, my friend.
Like in Rattles and Wazlib trials. It's not hard to miss those at all.
Release!
So you don't really have to go back.
No!
Which you can, I think, right? You can go back to those trials if you want to, if you missed a chest. But it's actually really easy to just get them when you're there. I think there's one chest that you might miss. What is it? When you're in the restricted section at the very start of the game, and you gotta go to the bottom and you're in there, there is one very easy to miss chest because of how you have to get it, but because the way you get it is not exactly obvious. Horrorclump Hollow, I swear, I had to go back here to get this exact chest. I was live streaming at some point, right? And I missed this chest recently. It's like right here. You drop down and it's right there. I think it was for the Holliswood Halloween stream. You just walk right by it.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
By the way, I'll go ahead and announce it, I guess. I might bring this up again next Adventure Time. But, yeah, Pottermas is in a couple months. Or no, not in a couple, it's next month. So, since 2012, I have been celebrating Pottermas, which is a holiday I invented for myself. There it is, there's one. I invented Pottermas in 2012, and that is when I have an annual marathon. Before then, I'm sure I watched the Harry Potter movies whenever I wanted to, but then I started an annual marathon around the holidays. So I'm thinking, not only should I watch the movies, but I should also do some Hogwarts Legacy streams. So December 21st, I think, is a good day. And I think I'm going to do daily streams. Obviously, they won't be that long. I'm celebrating the holidays with my family as well, but yeah. So look forward to that. And with that little announcement, I think is the end of the video. So if you watched this much, thank you. the north of Hogwarts is complete. Almost. Thanks for watching, guys.